how did you get your big break into the film business? I know that you started in a very unique way, not your normal way. And I'd love to kind of hear the story of how you went from a non-art job as a runner to getting involved with becoming who you are now.
Yeah, so I think I can, before getting straight to that, I can roll it back a bit to basically how I started out. Like my whole kind of career was that I went to 3D school in Norway for about 2 years. And then for the third year, I had the opportunity to go to London to kind of do my third year there. So I kind of jumped at that chance. And that year was excellent just because I got to kind of experience the city, but I also got to make a lot of friends. I managed to go to like a lot of kind of industry events and start to get a feel for it. Now, after I was done in London, I went back to Norway and I did I'm going to work on my portfolio and then I'm going to apply for jobs. Well, needless to say, like I kind of got stuck a bit and just working like a normal job. And I realized that if I was going to like get on with my kind of dream, like one last push on this, I was just going to move to London, try and move. And thankfully, because of the friends that I got from school, both in Norway and in London, I managed to kind of have like 1 month of an apartment that I could rent as soon as I landed. And I had an interview as a runner at Frame Store, kind of lined up. So I landed like on the Sunday, had an interview on the Tuesday, and on the Friday I started running at Frame Store.
And what are the kinds of the things you did as a runner? Because I mean, I know it can vary from studio to studio. I know there's certain things.
100%.
Yeah.
So what a runner usually kind of entails in the VFX studios is that you will be kind of cleaning around the building, managing kind of meeting rooms, make sure they're stocked. Fridges are stocked with, for instance, like milk, coffee in the kitchens and all this. So that was a lot of the stuff that I did at Frame Store, where it was, you were like one day it could be, hey, you need to go to this other studio with this hard drive or you go down to Goldcrest Sound, I think it is, to pick up like audio for Paddington so that they can take it back and start animating with it. And it was like each day was like super varied. And I know that there's like being a runner is something that often gets a really bad reputation as like studios are exploiting you and all that. And it's like, yeah, they like, it's a way in, right? But it's also, it's what you make of it. And when I was there, I loved working with the other runners, but I also took as much a chance to like find the riggers and like talk to people. And when the great thing about Framestore was that we had to kind of clean each of the kitchens, and they were really tiny. So anytime somebody came to the kitchen while I'm standing there cleaning dishes, they kind of had to say, hey. And we just kind of got started talking, and that was a great kind of introduction to me to like realize that, you know, a lot of these kind of amazing artists that you kind of like you see online, where you're like they're working on Marvel movies, they're just people as well, right? And for me, I would definitely do it again. It was definitely like a lot of hard work because I was working on like my own rigging stuff in the spare time, but also at Framestore, at least when you're a runner, they hire you with the idea that you're going to be trained into a role. So if you want to go into 2D, like compositing, they will usually paint you and train you up in Paint and Roto. And if you want to go into 3D, you want to do training in kind of Match Move as well. I'm not sure if they still do that, but they did that back then. So there's a lot of that stuff as well. So there was definitely not just like you go in and you just do that. They start giving you access to like all the tools. We could log in, we could see all the shows that were available. So that was sort of like what the runners were doing there, and I was seeing them doing similar things at MPC as well when I was there.